In this episode of Restore It, we continue with the new workshop build now that I'm back in the UK. Progress is quite slow at the moment because moving country is a bit of a ball ache, but I'm just working my way through all of the stuff I have to do before I can fully focus on the channels.
As it's a Sunday and I'm on my own, I haven't really got any way of getting all that stuff up that ladder. So what I would like to do is use this flat piece of wood with supports on it as a sort of pulley base so I can on my own pull things up there using that roof beam. Some of you mentioned how dark it was in here, and that's one because I haven't put the LED lights up, and two because the skylights are filthy. Does anyone know if I can get on the roof with my jet wash, stand on those beams there just before the skylight and jet wash it on my own? Or do I need a professional for that kind of thing? So first of all, I'm going to clear the spray booth and get it ready for painting. Right, so I've got the spray booth back. It's cleanish. I think I will complete the plasterboard walls, and I think I'll screw that board to that opening so it's sealed. And for now, I'll just leave it the size it is until I get to the point where I need to spray full cars, at which point I should probably just get a professional spray booth in the place of this one.
Before we continue, I'd like to thank Lucy, today's sponsor, for making episodes like this possible. Lucy is on a mission to decrease the harmful effects of tobacco through their brand new nicotine gum. It's a discreet, better tasting way to get your nicotine without having to step outside to get your fix. Lucy was started by two Caltech scientists that felt that traditional products weren't speaking to their generation and aren't as satisfying as they could be. The team at Lucy worked for 2 years to reformulate nicotine gum from the ground up to create a long-lasting and better experience gum that comes in 3 flavours: wintergreen, pomegranate and cinnamon, pomegranate being my favourite. So to try a cleaner nicotine alternative and avoid inhaling smoke and stinking up your clothes, go to lucy.co and use the promo code RESTOREIT for 20% off your order today. That's lucy.co, or just click the link below and make sure you use the code RESTOREIT to get that 20% off. A big thank you to Lucy for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to the workshop. So in order for me to get back to making regular episodes as soon as possible, I need everything as it was before the move, so I'm not spending all of my time looking for things or having to outsource work. Before I could unpack everything, I had to add the shelves on the workbenches where everything was kept at an arm's reach. With all of them screwed in place, I could then unpack all 50 boxes and make a start on the organising. Thankfully, some help arrived to move most of the sedan and a few other bits onto the mezzanine. To begin with, progress was slow but steady, and whilst I was still thinking about that pulley system, I went over to Travis Perkins to find a few bits for it and found one of these things for hire for so cheap I just couldn't say no. It made extremely light work of what would have been a back-aching job. The goal here was to clear everything I didn't need right now out of the way so we could paint the rest of the floor and the walls. With that stuff getting moved out of the way, I got to work on adding the top shelves that hold a lot of the consumables and also the LED light strips that light the worktops. Once they were firmly in place, I started to fill them up and decided which workbench would be used for what.
Alright, I'd say I'm about halfway through sorting out all of my stuff. It's actually taking a lot longer than I thought it would. At least we cleared the big pile of stuff over there and we've got the spray booth ready to use. Next episode, I hope to have everything on the workbenches, the lights on, everything as it was and ready to go. And then we can make a start on the walls and floor this side, as well as getting the car lift up, which I think I'm going to have over this side. I think I'm going to have two, one there and one there. My main focus right now is getting that half done so I can start making videos and rusting up restorations, and even restore it for that matter. If anybody's got any good ideas about how to suspend the lights from the roof, any advice is appreciated, as I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because last time it was quite a nightmare hanging them by the screws that hold the frames on the LEDs.
Just after I thought I was done for the day, the help came back and they got a lot more of the floor painted. As that was getting done, I set up the LEDs for the workbenches to get that much needed light.
It's getting pretty late here now. I'm going to head home, edit this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.